Welcome to the ultimate ride through cinema history. These aren't just cars, they're legends on wheels. Whether they were chasing villains, jumping ramps, or just sitting there looking iconic, these vehicles left tire marks on pop culture forever. Buckle up as we explore 15 of the most iconic movie cars of all time. Here's the first five to start with. DeLorean DMC 12 Back to the Future 1985 When Doc Brown turned a stainless steel sports car into a time machine, the DeLorean became instantly immortal. It wasn't fast, it wasn't powerful, but it had gull-wing doors, a flux capacitor, and a time-traveling soul. Originally a commercial flop, the DMC-12 found eternal life on screen. Interesting fact. To make the time travel effect more cinematic, producers used practical lighting and pyrotechnics, no CGI. There were actually 3 DeLoreans used for filming, each modified for different scenes. 1967, Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500, gone in 60 seconds. 2000. Nicknamed Eleanor, this customized Shelby wasn't just the star of a heist movie, she was the final, most emotional boost in the film. The car was so loved that it reignited global interest in vintage Mustangs. Fun detail. The producers built 11 Eleanor Mustangs for the film. Most were destroyed or damaged during intense chase scenes, but one pristine model sold at auction for over $1 million. 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, Smokey and the Bandit, 1977. With its screaming chicken hood decal and black and gold styling, this car turned heads and made the Trans Am a dream car in America overnight. Burt Reynolds' Bandit made the car a rebellious symbol of speed and cool. Fact. Sales of the Trans Am doubled after the movie's release. Pontiac even gave Reynolds a brand new one every year for boosting their image. 1961. Ferrari 250, GT California. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986. Though the car used in the film was a replica, because the real model costs tens of millions, it stole the show. Ferris called it so choice, and it became the ultimate symbol of youthful freedom and reckless fun. Trivia. The replica used was built by Modena Design specifically for the film, and yes, the famous crash scene was real. One of the replicas was actually destroyed for the shot. 1973. Ford Falcon XB-GT, Mad Max, 1979. Better known as the Pursuit Special or the last of the V8 Interceptors, this modified muscle car screamed across the Australian wastelands and into cinema legend. It had a raw, apocalyptic look that inspired countless future dystopian designs. Interesting fact, the supercharger sticking out of the hood? It was fake. But the rest of the car's modifications were real, handcrafted by Aussie gearheads using scraps and junkyard finds. 2008 Audi R8. Iron Man? 2008. When Tony Stark rolled up in the first-generation Audi R8, it was more than just product placement. It was a statement. A tech genius with style needed a car that looked futuristic, sleek, and dangerous. The R8 became an instant icon and perfectly matched Stark's high-tech billionaire persona. Interesting fact, Audi's appearance in Iron Man was so impactful that it dramatically boosted R8 sales worldwide and marked the start of a long partnership between Audi and Marvel Studios. 1970 Dodge Charger RT. The Fast and the Furious, 2001. Dominic Toretto's monstrous black Charger was more than a car. It was family. With a massive supercharger, deep growl, and intimidating stance, it became the heart and soul of the franchise. Fun fact, the wheelie in the final race was done using a hydraulic rig under the car, not CGI. Multiple stunt chargers were built, some for high-speed scenes, others for dramatic crashes. Mini Cooper S, The Italian Job, 2003. Tiny, fast, and shockingly agile. The trio of Mini Coopers stole both gold and hearts in this high-speed heist flick. They raced through subway tunnels, leapt over construction sites, and proved that small can be mighty. Behind the scenes, the actors actually went through stunt driving school. The 2003 remake led to a mini sales boom, especially in the US, where the car had just relaunched. 1976, Lotus Esprit S1, The Spy Who Loved Me, 1977. A sleek white sports car that turned into a submarine? Only James Bond. The Lotus Esprit's unforgettable transformation in the ocean chase scene made it one of the most famous Bond cars ever. Trivia: the underwater version wasn't a special effect. It was an actual submersible custom-built for the film. Elon Musk even bought the original prop years later, hoping to make it actually transform. 1982. Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Knight Rider, TV series 1982 to 1986. Technically a TV star, but too iconic to ignore. KITT wasn't just a car. It was a sarcastic, indestructible AI companion. With its red scanning light and turbo boost jumps, KITT became a dream car for an entire generation. Cool fact, the original KITT dashboard was designed by a NASA engineer. And that voice? It belonged to William Daniels, a Broadway actor who never appeared on screen. 1974. Ford Gran Torino. Starsky and Hutch, TV series and 2004 film. With its red body and thick white stripe, the striped tomato became a pop culture symbol of 70s TV cool. Driven by the dynamic duo Starsky and Hutch, this car was all about tire squeals, handbrake turns, and wild chases. Fun fact, the producers originally hated the car's look, but test audiences loved it so much it became a permanent part of the show. For the 2004 movie, Ford brought back the exact same design. 2002. Nissan 350Z, The Fast and the Furious. Tokyo Drift, 2006. When drifting hit the mainstream, it was this car that slid into the spotlight. Driven by the mysterious Drift King in neon-soaked Tokyo streets, the 350Z became a symbol of modern street racing. Trivia: the stunt team trained extensively with real Japanese drift pros. Nissan even provided pre-production models before the car officially launched. The film helped fuel hype worldwide. 1979 Ford Falcon XB GT, Mad Max 1979, raw, gritty, and totally post-apocalyptic. Max Rokitansky's Pursuit Special was the stuff of dystopian dreams. With its massive supercharger and blacked-out body, this was less a car and more a warning sign on wheels. Cool detail: it was based on a real Australian muscle car, and the film's low budget led to DIY customizations. After filming, the car was actually driven around Australia by a fan before being restored and preserved. Ecto-1, Ghostbusters, 1984. A 1959 Cadillac, 1985 Toyota SR5 Extra Cab. Back to the Future, Part 1 and 2. While the DeLorean gets all the glory, Marty McFly's dream truck deserves its flowers. Blacked out, lifted, and ready for weekend adventures, it perfectly captured 80s teen wish lists. Trivia: Toyota actually built a perfect replica of the truck decades later and gifted it to Michael J. Fox during a reunion event. Fans still hunt for this exact model in collector circles. As we wrap up this unforgettable journey through the world of iconic movie cars, we hope you've enjoyed revisiting the legendary vehicles that have captured our imaginations for decades. From time-traveling DeLoreans to high-speed Mustangs, these cars have become symbols of cinematic history. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the coolest cars, unforgettable movie moments, and more automotive legends. Stay tuned for more and keep your engines revving.